TopGun off the field right there.
Houston Heat starting out with the Russians. No surprise. Going to see if they can put it to AC Dallas, show them how the big boys play. We'll see. AC Dallas making it out to the snake corner. So already doing a little better than Xfactor, making it out wide.
Yeah, they made it out wide. Houston Heat, no bodies dropping for either team right now. Houston Heat on your screen. There's Chad Boucher, Mishka Kiesnev, and Alexander Britnikov pushing up in that center a little bit here. Uh-oh, looks like Malloy caught one. So, and also looks like Fedorov's going to take the early walk. So this is exactly what AC Dallas was hoping would happen here in this first point.
Yeah, and it looks like they actually end up shooting everybody on the snake side, including the back center. So that's going to be 3 kills for AC Dallas.
Chad Boucher getting shot out of that back center. He's going to come walking off the field.
Here comes Matt Jackson in the 50-yard line, and his brother John Jackson helping him out and then streaking down.
Nico Hyde.
We didn't see much out of Nico Hyde early on, but Nico Hyde, after a bunch of bodies dropped, decides to go off to the races over there D side to win that first point for AC Dallas.
Yeah, Mishka took a couple extra little bonus balls right there at the end, too, from the snake side of the field. He's not going to appreciate that. But AC Dallas going up early, getting that first point on the board.
You talk about burst speed with Alex Goldman earlier today. Nico Hyde doesn't have that same big build, and you'd expect that burst speed from Alex with those huge legs. But Nico Hyde, he finds it, man. If he's got his eyes set on somebody, he'll streak across that place, man. And we saw it right there. It took him all of 1 second to be in. I think it was Sergey over there just getting in his face, man, and just really putting it on him.
So TopGun is going to come back out here against Xfactor. And Archie Montemayor got the job done D side to put the first point on the board. There's Archie in the center, 0-0. Carl Markowski's going to get a spin, see if he can get it done over here snake side. Carl streaks towards the snake. He goes out wide and is able to make it out alive. Colt Roberts up in the center, shading towards the D side. So here comes the attack, though, for TopGun. They lose a body at a D2, and then they also lose Ian Wilson out of the snake, and now Archie is in the snake. So last point, he was on the D side. Now they put him over here snake side, and Colt Roberts has got to the 50-yard line here. As we're about to see, there he is, Colt Roberts on your screen, wrapping around, and it is going to be another quick one here, looks like, for Xfactor.
Yeah, Archie over here coming down the snake as Colt Roberts is all the way going to go run down Alvin Johnson. Lucky for Johnson, the towel was thrown before he could really get there and put it on him, but Xfactor looking a lot better now that they're able to not be playing down bodies, right off the get-go, so.
And that's Ryan Brand knowing his team so well, thinking, hey, Archie just went off on the Doritos. He's got that confidence, and when Archie's rolling with confidence, he can go down anywhere. So he says, hey, you know what, go to the snake side. Let's see what you can do. And boom, 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 3 kills, hang the flag.
It worked. It definitely worked. And it was good to see Carl get out alive. So that's 2 quick ones for San Antonio Xfactor. Not seeing much out of TopGun. Houston Heat here, down by 1 against AC Dallas. Lacked survivability over here on the snake side of the field.
Like we're going to take a little technical timeout here. So bear with us.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have a little technical timeout.
Some dude that looks like Omid just ran out here frantically, called a timeout.
I don't know who that guy was. It might have been my dad.
You're way bigger than he is.
So with Xfactor here and TopGun, this is when we need, if TopGun were to come out, now lost to AC Dallas earlier, so 0-1 heading into this match, and defeat Xfactor, that's kind of something that they need for their franchise. But also, for Xfactor, they need a dominant win over TopGun. I mean, Xfactor took 2nd place at the last event in a crazy close game against Edmonton Impact.
Yeah, on a great shot at the very end by Keith Brown to basically win that game for Edmonton Impact. But yeah, I definitely picked Xfactor as one of the favorites to win this event.
Me too.
Because like just looking at this field and knowing the production that they've been getting out of their snake guys, I thought that they would be, in here, and getting work done. But we've only seen 1 game.
Yeah, and 2 points of this one, and 2
points
points that they look good so far.
Still early. People really, everybody kind of plays and figures it out the first day. The second day you see everybody's adjustments, and then the last day is when those that made it in really have fine-tuned the field. So it's definitely still early.
I'd like to see
still a lot of paintball.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little misty out here too. Mist.
Mist is like a form of rain.
It is, and it's my favorite form of rain, actually.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. Sometimes.
It's true.
Like when it rains cats and dogs.
Yeah.
It's pouring rain, cats and dogs.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Thank God. Hey, I don't know. Do you guys think Xfactor's really playing as a team just yet, or do you think these couple good points that they've had have just been individual performances?
Well, they definitely came out here loaded with the chip on their shoulder.
Right.
You could see in just the swagger that, the way the frantic movements, and not frantic in the sense that they're scrambling, but frantic in the sense that they were very adamant about making that move. They knew where they wanted to go. They're making a quick move. You saw that in Colt getting to the 50-yard line. You saw that out of Archie in the first. You saw that in Carl in his run out to the corner.
Yeah.
You saw a certain level, a next level of intensity that we have seen many times out of Xfactor when they get put in that position. They're one of those good teams that they do that sometimes. They'll slip up, not have a great game, and then come out to the next one, and you can just see a difference in their body language.
Well, I definitely feel that they were caught off guard by what happened in the beginning of that Heat game.
Yeah.
And never could really get right. Like it seemed worse than maybe it was, right? And it wasn't until way late that they really kind of tried to battle back a little bit, and got some things going. But I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was like, okay, we just lost a couple points. It seemed like they were like, whoa, what is happening out here right now? Why does this feel really bad?
They definitely had that baffled look of confusion when they kept going down point after point after point, getting shot off the break, because they couldn't seem to find a bunker to live in.
Yeah.
Go to the corner, get shot. Go to the insert, get shot. Get to the insert, get shot out of the insert. And it just kept happening point after point after point.
Well,
it was a 7-3 game.
Like we watched with Seattle Thunder earlier, their first match that they played against Trade My Gun, they really couldn't live anywhere. They're trying all sorts of different things. They ended up losing that one, but later it was like, hey, Morales, just go to the snake. Stop screwing around. Just get in there and just go to the snake. And then it's just the change of mindset was just like, okay, fine. I'm going there, and I'm going to get into the snake as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So
instead of just continuing to respond, they started to make their own game plans and really just do what they wanted to do.
All right, so Heat and AC Dallas, 2-0 in favor of Heat. Heat gets Chad George over here to the insert, snake side, and it looks like 5 bodies alive for Houston Heat. AC Dallas risks a body out wide, makes it out there.
Made it out there 2 games in a row.
Oh,
that's Nathan Roberts.
Nate Roberts up there with Matt Jackson.
Actually, they get, looks like at least 2 kills.
Heat loses Monville and Smith.
Yeah.
Chad George, the only body over here, trying to get into the snake.
It's going to get real small in there. It's not a great bunker to be trying to battle an entire snake side.
There goes Jackson, and there goes Roberts. So Roberts is just going to get into the snake from the back corner bunker as he sees the body start to come off. So Roberts in a real good position. Nobody over here on this snake side. And gets another kill. So it looks like AC Dallas is going to put a point on the board. Sorry, the score's 1-0. But it looks like it's going to be 2-0 here pretty soon.
So the AC guys are finally putting it together here. There's absolutely no snake side, so this snake needs to get, Nate Robert needs to get gunned up and wrapped and just make sure that nobody can fill out. And as I say that, they let him fill out to the snake insert. So kind of poor, but they're figuring it out. Only Dorito 2 left, so Heat's going to concede that.
So Heat going down 2 right now.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Getting a slow start. I mean, they had 5 bodies alive.
Yeah.
They just lost 2 quick out of their bunkers. Let AC Dallas fill the spots, and then AC just worked out the last players, leaving Moorhead alive.
Well, AC's gone to the corner twice, like you guys said. They're not getting that free kill like Xfactor was giving them. Well, that wasn't a free kill. They definitely earned it. But, when Xfactor was going to the 2 wedges, both times, first point, Billy tried to go to the snake. First wedge, second wedge, like anywhere in that area, they were getting dinked out. Both times Roberts has gotten out alive to the corner, created some spacing, and allowed those middle guys really kind of go to work. And then when you get that first kill, sure makes things a lot easier when it comes to trying to make a move.
He's running that
Yeah.
route a little differently to the corner. He's going much tighter, much closer to the bunker. And when you're watching Xfactor, they were taking that big wide route, and it just was not working for them. And Nathan's short already, so.
Well, Billy Bernaccia getting back in here, snake side for Xfactor. You can see in the stands as the rain starts to fall. So looking at TopGun Union here, as TopGun Union getting chewed up here on the break, lose the snake one. They also lose body over there. I think Johnson on the D side as well. So all of a sudden Xfactor, two-body advantage right now. No, but Billy Bernaccia shot out of his spot over here on the snake side.
Looks like Scott Kemp makes a move over there on the Dorito side. Up next to Archie, who's launching up the middle. Dixon Yang in the back center. Kovar over here on the snake side Temple. He's gun battling heavy right now. Straight ahead at his mirror. TopGun loses another body. 2 bodies left alive for TopGun. That's it. Here comes Kovar with the big move out of the Temple. He's going to come into the 50 snake. Look to get a kill, but that guy dies. Just Straza left. Straza comes out here to the snake side corner. Turns around, sees his entire team dead. So they're going to blow the horn. They're coming back out now. Houston Heat down 2 points to AC Dallas.
Well, Straza got to keep his wits about him still here. You can see he got that frustrated slump, as he, that shoulder slump you get when you're the last guy left alive and you get stitched up and you're down by 3 all of a sudden to a really good team.
How many times have we said that about
that.
Straza today? He's been alive. He's been the last guy alive like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, we definitely, and well, Straza has been left on an island over there
Right.
with nothing to do.
Taking a few
other
for
than
his
just
team.
get shot a little bit. You can see there on the breakout, trying to get to the snake.
Lackey getting taken out.
It's a bold move, man. That lane exists to shoot him off the break, and we've seen some guys die. We've seen some guys make it. That's the dice roll. The roll of the paintball god's dice. Is your guy going to make it? So right now, AC Dallas looking pretty good here against Houston Heat. Heat down by 2, 13:47, so a ton of game time left. We'll see if Heat shakes it off. They put their stud line in.
Oh, looks like they get a kill. AC Dallas Fuzz Jackson out of the back center shoots Houston Heat player going to the corner, Thomas Taylor. But AC Dallas losing a body too, so it looks like a 4-on-4.
Yeah, Thomas Taylor taking the walk shot, trying to get out wide here. Back bunker on the snake side of the field. The 4 Russian players on Heat still alive, locked in that center there on your screen. There's Fedorov, radiate, rolling his gun. No one's put him in yet, and he's going to try to get out. He does. Just takes a little bump. And then he's backed up by Malloy. Fedorov might have caught one,
Yeah,
he did. And they also lose Mishka too. So all of a sudden, 2 of their stars get shot out of their bunkers, and that allows Matt Jackson to just glide right into the snake. Nobody behind Jackson though.
Wow, almost gets picked up whenever, not sure who that is, but he fills out to the snake corner. I think that's, Barytnikov fills out to the snake corner, almost picks up Fuzzy crawling down the snake, but misses.
It's an important point right here for AC, as they've got a couple key kills. They cannot get sloppy here. Just because you're up a couple bodies, you're still looking at some really good paintball players that play a lot of down body points in practice, so not strangers to this situation.
And very easily they can burn a lot of time here. If they go up 3-0 with as little time as possible, it becomes easier and easier to win the match. So.
Yeah, and Byrnikov here also just mowing through his paint, so doesn't have a lot of balls left now. Matt Jackson past the 50-yard line, and he's probably going to be able to get a shot on Sergey from here. He's still blocked out from that pin. It depends on if Sergey's still alive in there.
Byrnikov dies out of the snake side corner, so it's just Sergey
Yeah.
as he gets up to go.
Well, Heat coming in flat here against AC Dallas, seeing a lot of guys dying out of their bunkers.
The shots are on. The shots are on. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I just, Heat smoked down Xfactor.
Yep.
Pretty solid victory, a 7-3 score. Xfactor made it to the finals in the last event. And, so maybe Houston Heat might have gone to sleep a little bit on AC Dallas, like, hey, this is the rookie team, their first year in the league, we're going to murder these guys. Maybe not, I don't know. AC Dallas is playing well, their shots are on, but the thing is that you're seeing Fedorov getting there, and you see the way they were really kind of giving a big profile on those gunfights.
Exactly.
They weren't gunfighting as tight as I've seen them gunfight before.
Yeah. I mean, not great on their part. They have to tighten up and see if they can the next couple points. But Xfactor taking the field, staying 5 alive off the break, making some pushes on the Dorito side.
Running ref coming over to check out the corner bunker here for TopGun. 2 refs in there checking them out.
Clean. Oh, goodness.
Major penalty here on TopGun, and that's going to pull out Wilson. And also in the center, their center bunker player as well. And here comes Colt Roberts. And they are going to concede the point. And so nice job by Carl Markowski, Grayson Goff, and Colt Roberts, along with, it's like a perfect point for Xfactor with Alex Martinez and I think Derek Jordan over there on the D side. 4-0 is the score. So let's check out this penalty replay here.
20 seconds.
So there's Wilson in the back corner bunker. Is that Wilson?
10 seconds.
Yeah, Ian Wilson back there getting scoured over.
He actually doesn't
And
get
then he
it.
goes to the snake. And then that's, okay, so it looks like the ref might have saw a hit on him. And then when Wilson decided to make that move forward, decided to throw that major penalty.
Looks like another technical timeout here, but
Yeah, I think there's an issue with the bunker. Referee's going to have to hammer a stake in here.
you know, I was going to say, last event, AC Dallas ended up going 2-2 in a pretty tough bracket and ended up getting last in their bracket. So maybe not representative of how well they were playing. Ended up losing to Dynasty by 1 point.
They got a bunch of penalties.
Yeah, they did. But, I mean, they're not playing bad.
The penalties definitely hurt them last event, though.
Yeah, so a little cleaner today. Let's see if they can continue that.
So it looks like Ryan Smith, Chad George, Sam Monville, Tim Montresor out there to play this one for Heat, and Greg Sewers, the D-side specialist.
Always attacking that guy.
Yeah, hyper aggressive,
Yep.
and has played for pretty much every pro team in existence.
Pretty sure every pro team in existence would want him on their team. So there's
That's why he's played on all those teams.
yeah, no surprise there.
But found a home here with Heat.
Check still clear, right?
He's out on the field,
Check's
right?
still clearing, right?
Yeah, he's out there. Hopefully the checks don't make like the paint and bounce.
10 seconds.
So 10 seconds to go. 12-12 on the clock. It's been all AC Dallas. So Heat's going to send a different squad out there and see if they can get it done. So on the breakout, lose another one though. Ryan Smith comes off early.
Houston Heat dropping a body. Chad George over here on the snake side. Got Monville next to him, Montresor. Referee calls a Heat player clean. 2 AC Dallas players make a move on the Dorito side. Roberts makes a move out to the corner, then up into the snake. Monville gonna make a move out to the snake side corner. Chad George jumps into snake 1.
Roberts and looks like Roberts and Jackson still alive for AC Dallas over here to match up with Chad George in the snake for Houston Heat, and Sam Monville on your screen right now.
Oh, John Jackson makes a big move from the back center all the way to the snake to mirror up Chad George.
Well, Roberts had got taken out,
Right.
so. Roberts doing the slow walk. Where did that kill come, or that shot come from? Walk off. A la Oliver Lang made that one famous. But the Jackson brothers over here holding it down for AC Dallas. Like you said, Matt Jackson, or John Jackson made a good fill.
Looks like another body comes off for Houston Heat.
Sewers.
Looks like Sewers, yeah. And John Jackson actually went to the back of the snake one and tried to shoot. Looks like Tim Montresor, who filled over to the Dorito side. So now you got Monville on your screen.
Well, it's 3-on-4 right now.
Yeah.
Danner tries to make a move and gets blown up on the Dorito side for AC Dallas.
Got no loader.
Nico
Nico
Hyde.
Hyde's carrying his loader in his hand.
That's never a good sign.
He's just going to stuff it in his jersey. You actually, the rule changed a couple years ago. You actually don't have to carry your loader with you. A loader
Sure.
is a disposable piece of equipment, just like a pod. It used to be that if you left your loader, you got pulled out, but
But Nico Hyde's still able to get up into there. Dorito Tower, so maybe he can sneak a shot. Who knows? We'll see.
He's making moves, and he does not have a loader on his gun.
He just bounced.
Sometimes you just got to chuck it and bail.
You know, he just bounced Tim Montrezor. Oh, he's going.
Oh, and Nico Hyde attempts the run with no loader with just balls in his gun. Incredibly frustrated it didn't turn out his way, but it looks like Chad George might have a little something on his wrist right there. I think that's a hit. I don't know. The ref can kind of see it, but I don't know if that's a hit. That looks a little
hittish, a little hitty.
It doesn't look great.
I mean, the referee's sitting right there staring right at him, so.
Yeah, I mean, but that's an argument starter. If you're a ref, you want to get in there and wipe that off, and Chad George is just going to run down Jackson in the snake. So low body situation, point win here to keep this game close. Nice work by Chad George and Sam Monville.
Referee's looking at it right now.
Tim Montrezor.
Uh-oh. I think Chad George just gave him the old, buddy.
Point approved.
So Houston Heat on the backs of Montrezor, George, and Monville. Keep it close.
Old
Sewers and
reliables.
Smith. Yeah. Let's check out this Nico Hyde. So he doesn't have a loader on his gun. He's already on their side of the field. He takes off and has one ball to make that shot and wasn't able to do it. Timmy's like, yeah, nice try. I'm going to go out here and take the corner bunker.
Did his other ball fall out of his loader on the way?
I bet.
Fall out of his feet.
Well, and let's look at this replay here. So, yeah, Jackson is just posted up down that sideline, and here comes the highway run from Chad George. Perfectly executed. Jackson, how much he could do there. So now, here into this X-Factor matchup. Alex Martinez, Dixon Yang in the back corner bunker. Looks like Alex catches one right away. Archie Moore catches a bouncer, looks like. One body drops early here for X-Factor.
And Billy making it out. They took him short this time, but he's alive, rolling his gun.
Scotty Kemp over here on the D side definitely caught one in the side of his head. So Scotty struggling a little bit here today. And Archie there right back behind him to try to take his spot. Now Billy Bernaccia able to make it in the snake and moving up. Now Archie making his move on the D side on your screen. Billy Bernaccia able to make it to the 50-yard line. Top Gun stuck in those back bunkers.
Billy might have got a shot in on that Dorito side corner. He does. That player comes walking off. Lance gets shot as well out of that Dorito 1. So 2 bodies over here for Top Gun. 12 minutes left to go in this game. X-Factor's up 4-0 right now.
So Billy playing through some sort of pulled muscle. Couldn't figure out exactly what it was from Lauren, but saying he's playing with some minor injury here. But still in the 50-yard line on the snake side and getting a couple kills out of here.
Yeah.
Nice work by Billy Bernacci and Archie Montemayor.
Looking
and Dixon Yang. So Dixon Yang backing up Billy, but kills going mostly to Archie and Billy on that one. X-Factor flawless so far here through 5 points.
Yeah, really just taking it to him.
Much closer match in the AC Dallas Heat game though. So Heat still down by 2.
Looks like AC Dallas going to run with almost the same line except minus Nico plus Dylan Bluely. So, and then Heat's going to bring the Russians back out plus Chad Boucher.
Point approved.
So it took a while for them to get that point. Looks like it's approved, and now AC Dallas and Heat. Heat sends back out their Russian line plus
30 seconds.
Is that Monville?
No, it's Chad.
Chad Boucher.
Yeah.
And there's Bluey and Jackson from AC Dallas getting ready to go with Nate Roberts, number 19. And TJ Danner coming out to finish off the squad here. Give 5 players for AC Dallas to roll this point. On the breakout, all the way back corner bunker, Nate Roberts, snake side, able to make it out clean, and it looks like bodies dropping again. Fedorov and Sergey getting shot off the break, so AC Dallas is just lacing Houston Heat off the break, Todd.
Yeah, super hard. And Houston Heat
Oh,
sent
yeah.
Mishka over to the that Dorito side tall cake where he just launched from to shoot across the field at Roberts again. Still wasn't able to get him.
But looks like a penalty on AC Dallas over there on the D side. It's going to take a couple bodies off, just a minor though. So squandering their opportunity to go up yet another point here on Houston Heat. And those are the things that, if they end up losing this game, are going to haunt them. Because when you're playing a top team like Houston Heat, and anytime you get into two-body advantage off the break, last thing you want to do is get a penalty to even up the body count.
Looks like a 3-on-3 right now. Looks like Baridnikov over here in the snake insert. Looks like Nate Roberts on your screen trying to get a shot over that pin into Baridnikov. They're having a little blind man's battle. That's always a good time. Just hoping to God a paintball doesn't come over that pin and just gog you.
That's a tough gunfight. Just hate those blind spot gunfights. You're playing the stream of paint. You're not even playing the man. You're just playing his paint.
Right.
Matt Jackson just got shot in the face. He was the only body looking at two Houston Heat players on the opposite side of the field. And he gets shot, so just two bodies left alive for AC Dallas. Bierdnikov over here by himself on the snake side, just holding down Nate Roberts, as Mishka is just going to work for Houston Heat. He got one, looking for more. That's Bierdnikov on your screen right there on the snake side for Heat. Mishka makes another move.
And Nate Roberts over here in that snake corner is calling us for a shot on him on the when he moved to the 50 Dorito, but I don't think the ref's going to give it to him, so it's still going to be alive over there. Definitely going to start putting the pressure on these two.
Yeah, so a little bit of a slower point here because of those deaths, and as things are getting tight, AC with the lead doesn't want to make a mistake, and down points, Heat doesn't want to make mistakes either. But Heat, much better field position here as they've loaded up that 50-yard line on the D side of the field. Here comes the move. Mishka Kiesnev making his move past the 50-yard line on to AC's side of the field. And here comes Malloy on the snake side. You can see there Malloy coming, hunting, and makes his move inside, gets to the 50-yard line. Roberts wheeling and dealing back and forth, and he's going to get pinched out of there. Roberts could not get small enough in that bunker, and here comes Heat. So Heat going to go up by, or I'm sorry, Heat going to pull it to a one-point game here. 3-2 is the score. AC Dallas slowly but surely letting this after three unanswered.
That penalty. That penalty, that penalty.
Point approved.
Yeah, kind of cost them there. They were in complete control of that game, up 5-on-3. And I'm not sure what happened over there, but Dylan Bluely slid into that Dorito one, and ref said, hey, buddy, I'm going to ruin your day.
Yeah, right. Well, they still have some time to pick it back up, and they still have a one-point lead, so.
20 seconds.
Not a bad spot by any means
No,
against Houston Heat.
not a bad spot, and not a bad showing.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. They want to get those. They want to get the W, man. They want to get the win. They don't want to. You know, they came in and beat Top Gun, not the team that Houston Heat is, obviously. And so, you know, going up those 3 points early and looking good doing it. Houston Heat clawing back, though. Well, we're back into this match right here. San Antonio Xfactor is just decimating Top Gun Union. And now Carl Markowski, they send him all the way to the snake off the break. And he gets shot out this time, but bodies drop for Top Gun as well. So now, Top Gun backs to the wall, but Grayson Goff to the 50-yard line. And there goes, the bodies are dropping now out of that back center for Top Gun as Grayson Goff is in good field position. And here comes Colt Roberts. Colt Roberts bursting down that D side of the field, gets a couple confirmed kills. Colt 45 doing what he does. One of those aggressive machines. You always count on him to attack, and even though they're up by 5, they're just running the score up right now.
Grayson Goff came over here and played the snake. I always love when guys that typically play the Doritos come over here and play the snake, because when they finish the point, they look so disheveled.
Yeah.
Grayson's pack was coming off. He's like, I don't know what's going on over here.
He had to get on his belly.
Yeah, Billy, you're crazy.
20 seconds.
So let's check out this replay here. And you're just watching bodies just walk off, and here comes Colt Roberts running and gunning, running down the last player left alive, just tapping him out. He's covering up his neck as Bluey gets torched. So now, can Houston Heat tie this game up against AC Dallas? About to find out. Tim Montresor and a little bit of unconventional breakout there for Sam Monville, but he stays alive.
And finally, Houston Heat shoots Roberts going to that snake side corner.
Yeah. Took him 3 tries, I think.
But Chad George, understanding what's at stake here. Chad George, as Monville tries to get out to help him out, gets checked out by the referee, but Chad George in the 50-yard line. So here's the matchup on your screen. Monville still alive, still getting scoured by the referee, though.
TJ Danner getting shot across the field. He comes walking off, so Houston Heat mounting this comeback.
Jackson in the snake for AC Dallas.
Backed up by Fuzzy.
Still some time, man. 5 minutes, 43 seconds to go.
Yeah, so it looks like a...
Oh,
Actually-
Monville just got shot out of the corner down the wire.
It's not going to help Chad George in here. Now we're looking at the D side. There's Moorhead, Ryan Moorhead at the 50-yard line, trying to wrap around. Can he get a shot? And he does. Crossfield, nice work. Ryan Moorhead, and then creeping past the 50-yard line, looking for the last bodies. Monville then, things are getting slippery out here as the rain is starting to fall. But Moorhead runs down the last player, so Ryan Moorhead getting it done, D side. So that is going to tie it up at 3 apiece. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I am here with Thomas Taylor. Now, AC Dallas got a surprising substantial lead against you guys in the beginning, coming up 3 points, but you have managed to get it back. What was it? You all stayed very calm in the pits. You were just trying to talk it through. What did you see that you needed to change in order to come back?
Well, they really did their homework. They are shooting all kinds of bounce shots we didn't even know of. So a lot of guys aren't getting shot direct from different angles. So we just said we're going to go out there, play a lot tighter, work on killing their outside guys, and slow down the points a little bit. But they did their homework. They're playing real good. So.
Wow, that's great for them. All right, we'll see if you guys can take the lead. Back to you guys.
God bless.
20 seconds.
Yeah, well, Thomas, it was right. They definitely did their homework. Let's check out this replay before we get into this next point here. So here comes Ryan Moorhead, just going to drop the hammer down on the last player alive. And Ryan Moorhead, pretty much flawless point for him over there on the D side. He got himself a 3-pack over there. So right now, TopGun Union on taking on Xfactor. It's been all San Antonio Xfactor. Look at that score, 6-0, shutting out TopGun Union. Still 11, and there's 11 minutes and 20 seconds left in this match. There's no, there is a 7-point mercy rule. So if TopGun can't win this one, that will be it.
Yeah, one more good point together by Xfactor, and we'll be just watching AC and Heat go at it for a little while.
Well, this is that statement, Todd, we thought Xfactor might make here coming out after losing big to, or pretty big to Houston Heat, losing by 4.
Yeah. Well, it also looks more kind of like what Omid was saying about how, you know, where they're playing like a team. They definitely seem like they're playing like a team a lot more in this match. I mean, granted, they're definitely just beating the crap out of TopGun, you know, and when you're just hammering somebody, shoot them on the break and making moves, you know, it's a lot easier to look that way. It's harder to do when you're constantly fighting down bodies, but just seeing guys, you know, talking better now, both shooting the same direction, helping each other move.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it just makes such a big difference when you're out there trying to win points.
You can hear the cross-field communication. You hear Billy screaming, Archie's talking it up. They did lose Cole Roberts, though, who was backing up Billy Bernaccia.
But Archie fills over to take that spot. So.
Yeah, and there's Scotty Kemp still alive on the D side, pushing forward.
It's Chris Shear just running in face first into guns. And we have Lance Hardwick in the back, the wild card, just wheeling and dealing like he always does. And he is the last one. He is going to get smoked down.
Perfect game. San Antonio Xfactor, so they picked it right back up.
There's a confidence booster.
Yeah, big time. So tomorrow, Xfactor has to play Moscow Red Legion and Tampa Bay Damage, so that's a tough schedule tomorrow. Where TopGun
Point approved.
is going to be
Game
taking
finished.
on Tampa Bay Damage and Moscow Red Legion as well.
That'll be fun for them.
So now we're back to this 3-3 match, and it's just going to be them for the remainder of this set. Since
30 seconds.
Xfactor ended up mercy ruling TopGun, you don't see 7-0 that often, and when you do, it's a pretty nice statement to make. Yeah.
Yeah, well, again, Xfactor needed that.
Yep.
20
They needed to
seconds.
come out against a team they should beat, and they needed to beat them big, so that anybody watching that was like, okay, well, maybe Xfactor just had they got a slow start against Heat. So
See.
Houston Heat, AC Dallas.
AC needs to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, they put up 3, and then Heat put up 3. So
AC shoots Fedorov off the snake side off the break. Bounces Bear too. Looks like Fuzz going up the middle has really had a lot of success shooting those guys.
yeah, and now AC at the 50-yard line here in good field position as Fedorov walks off early. Malloy's going to try to get out to the back corner bunker. Does he get picked up? And he makes it in there clean. You're looking at the line in the center. Four minutes and 13 seconds to go. AC Dallas trying to win this game against the favored Houston Heat. And they have a 5-on-3 two-body advantage. So really it's about execution right now, Todd, for AC Dallas.
Yeah, you know, this player here in the 50 snake, you know, just definitely doesn't want to give up that position.
Well, he's getting crafty. He's hitting the bunker, thus, you know, trying to make the guys that are shooting at him think that he's about to come out.
And that kind of frees up your back players. If you're continuing to just shoot that front guy, your back players can go free. And so what Brian's thinking here, Ferrari here in the snake, is let's get the guns on me so my back guys can come in and pick off some loaders. And they're doing a decent job, but they really do need to get up the field a little bit. I think they have 3 on the snake side, so if Fuzz could fill over and get into the snake, I kind of lost him. They might be able to shoot Bear out of this corner and get to work over here. Yeah.
Well, they're definitely playing this one smart, slow and smart. No one's made any mistakes so far for AC Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 Heat players left. They only got 1. They got Fedorov early, and that was it.
Yeah, they do have 4. That was 3, but they do have 4.
Oh, they have that big Dorito, that first big Dorito insert.
So a 5-on-4 situation. There's Matt Jackson on your screen trying to work the Dorito side. You can see the inside Dorito. That's the big one. That's number 1. That's moving over there. That's where Sergey is. Mishka's right in front of him.
Finally, Ferrari's able to get his gun up on that big Dorito. So just as you say, Fuzz is over there working that big Dorito. Brian's going to get his gun up too, so maybe they can pinch him out. Heat's in some defensive spots right now. They're not pushing as much as AC is.
I think at this point, down a body and with better field position for AC Dallas, they might be playing for overtime.
About 2 minutes left.
Yeah, it's going to come down to can they get a kill here. You know,
Yeah.
the next kill is really going to decide. Are we going to go to overtime, or is somebody going to try to make a push?
I think if you're AC Dallas, you try and make that push there at the end.
Yeah, for sure, because you got all the spots, huh?
You know, you got to give yourself an opportunity. But Stewart getting shot over there. Off the Dorito side for AC Dallas.
You can see the defensive position right now for Mishka, tight into his bunker. Trying to just play as tight as he possibly can. Getting a little small in there, and the referee is running in and checking out
Sergey?
Yeah, I think he's checking Sergey. No, yeah. He's clean. Just 1:14 to go. Been a pretty tight point here on both sides. Oh, but a body is walking off for AC Dallas, so it's 4-on-4 right now.
Yeah, where is TJ Danner? He was in there the entire game.
60 seconds.
And he doesn't play this point.
I think we're going to see an overtime.
You know, I want to say TJ Danner might be in over there.
Is that him over there?
I think he's in the Dorito 1. The big Dorito. TJ Danner hides, if you didn't know that.
Where's Nico Hyde?
Hiding
He's been
in the
playing
pits.
really well.
Yeah, TJ's alive. Looks like he's low on paint. Chad's still just hanging out in the snake 1. Yeah, looks like both teams are playing for an overtime. But
Yeah, I don't know. Here comes, run down the highway. Chad Boucher stuffs the first one, and I think he's going to get the second one too. Doesn't get the second one, so thought he had the drop on him. Did the run the exact right way, ran right at the bunker, but got picked up.
Matt Jackson right now playing out of that back center as Sergey makes a move up into the 50 Dorito. Mishka gets shot. Biernikov's still alive. Here comes Matt Jackson hunting. Sergey blows him to part, but then walks off.
So we are going to be heading to an overtime period, tied up at 3, that long point here, but hey, nobody could say that Chad Boucher didn't want to win that game. Had a pretty sweet move, but didn't get the 2-pack that he wanted from it.
So I actually just figured out what happened over here on the snake side. When Chad made that move to bunker Brian, Chad got shot right as he bunkered Brian, but decided to, by TJ Danner from across the field, but decided to continue his run all the way over to the snake corner. That's why he didn't shoot Nathan when he got there.
Oh, so the refs didn't pull a penalty.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, and that's what TJ was screaming his
Well,
head
here,
up.
we're looking at from that side, so let's see if we see a hit on.
There it is.
Yeah, was there a hit on his pack?
On his pack and on his leg right there.
Yeah,
See
I
that?
think the hit on his leg came.
That was very early. That was right as he crossed this spot.
Oh, this is going to be a good angle.
Yeah, so we see there's Chad Boucher. He launches. Don't see the hit on the leg yet. Still don't see the hit on his leg. There's the hit on his pack.
There's the hit on his leg. Yep.
Yeah. So he didn't take a shot. He did continue his forward progression, and he got shot kind of late. You know, maybe two steps from the bunker.
That was right then. As long as he doesn't shoot Nathan, then all's clean.
I totally agree. I think that's a good no call right there. I mean, he didn't pull the trigger. You see right about there as he takes a hit on the pack. He doesn't feel that one. Then he feels the one on his leg, and then he decides to not shoot. So yeah, that's not a bad play at all by Chad Boucher, because he did not feel that hit on the pack.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, on the dead sprint like that.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I'm here with Archie Montemayor. Congratulations on that huge win against TopGun 7-0. Now first, I want you to talk to me a little bit about bounce shots. A lot of the teams have been talking about them in the pits. It seems like a lot of teams were surprised by how many there were. Where are you seeing the worst bounce shots on this field?
Definitely on the Dorito side. Almost every single Dorito in has a bounce shot off the next bunker. So basically, no matter where you are, there's a bounce shot into your bunker because the way it kind of triangles out towards the 50 Dorito, and so basically you're inside of all the next bunker, so it's always coming right back into you. It definitely makes it a little tricky, especially if you got teams that are just really adamant about shooting those shots. But I don't try to play that kind of stuff. I'd rather try to get up the field, shoot people on their packs, not waste time on lucky shots like that. I mean, you can do it, but and certainly it's a pain in the butt, but I try not to worry too much about it.
Against TopGun, again, that was a blowout, but you had a tougher first match where you did lose in overtime. Did you take that liberty to try out different lanes and different breakouts when you have that big of a lead to figure out what you need to do tomorrow to beat Red Legion and Damage?
Typically we just try to play our game. I mean, occasionally we'll throw out a crazy breakout or two, maybe to throw teams off or to see what we can get away with. But usually when you're beating a team really bad like that, it's you can try stuff, but when you win 7-0, kind of everything's working. So it doesn't really matter what you try. We don't try to gauge too much off of this type of victory. You know what I mean? We went out, we played a good game. We know we're gonna have 2 hard games tomorrow, so we're gonna really try to focus on what we did in our first game where we came up short against Heat, and hopefully play a little bit better tomorrow and win.
All right, well, he is having a rougher time right now against AC Dallas. They're going into overtime. We'll see who wins. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So heading into an overtime point, Houston Heat and AC Dallas locked up at 3 apiece. And then don't forget, next up we have the last set of the day. Tampa Bay Damage is going to take on Moscow Red Legion, and San Diego Dynasty will be fighting against Chicago Aftershock. And Dynasty, they won their first game against Damage. That game went into overtime. Shock lost a heartbreaker to Moscow Red Legion. And so we'll see. And now about to head to this overtime here. A little bit of a break. So Todd, Damage, Moscow Red Legion. What do you think about that matchup?
I really like the way Damage was playing. I think they just kind of dropped the ball a couple times against Dynasty. I thought they were playing pretty well. Legion, I think they had a couple guys step up that first game, and help them get that victory. So, I don't think that they're. I think both teams are playing pretty decent.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, Legion had a great come from behind victory against Shock.
Yeah.
Really thought Shock looked good in that one, but they just dropped the ball at the end and allowed Legion to steal it from them. So, Damage taking a really close loss against Dynasty. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. It's a good test for Moscow, though. Damage on paper should be beating Moscow Red Legion with the roster that they have, but doesn't really matter what it says on paper. That's why we shoot the paintballs at each other. Here we go in overtime. 5 minutes on the clock. 3-3 is the score.
Looks like both teams make it out 5 alive. AC running the snake corner again. Oh, and getting a kill.
Mishka gets shot first on either side out of that center tall cake. And AC Dallas starts making moves over there on the Dorito side.
Todd, per your request, Nico Hyde is back in the game.
Should have been.
So Thomas Taylor trying to look for something over here. Snake side. Peeking low. And there's Fedorov in the center with Malloy on his left, number 11. And then Fedorov is going to move towards the D side of the field.
Fedorov makes a nice move to get out to the snake corner. Back up Thomas Taylor over here.
Then Bear is going to make that move up in the middle. And the AC players, you can see Nico Hyde quickly picks that up, calls it out, and says, hey guys, there's somebody in that wedge.
Are you calling Malloy Bear?
Yeah.
Right on.
He's an OG.
That family is like go hunting for bears, barehanded in the mountains of Russia. But yeah, Bernikov won the Top Gun award not too long ago. Uh-oh, looks like Sergey gets shot out of his spot. So Heat, man, just losing some big guns here.
Uh-oh.
And AC Dallas loses Nico Hyde, though. Thomas Taylor gets in the snake, backed up by Fedorov.
So 4 on 3 here, it looks like.
Roberts getting pounded pretty hard right now by Thomas Taylor. As Thomas Taylor uses his gun to help himself get up into the 50. I don't know if anybody realized that it's in the 50, but Fedorov is behind Thomas. AC Dallas just made a move over into that Dorito 3. Thomas Taylor might have a shot directly in on him.
Thinking if Jackson can hear Thomas's gun, no, he's very close to him. Both these guys have a back player, so you know, 2 different fights going on here. Multiple levels of gunfights on this snake side. The back guy's locked up in a gunfight, trying to earn dominance, be able to wrap around and support their front players. And then there's the gunfight crossfield and heads up in the snake. Both Jackson and Taylor shooting crossfield. And then now Thomas looking down that sideline. It's Roberts, he comes now, tries to exert his dominance on Fedorov.
Fedorov's pretty much had control of this wire the entire point, as you can see on your screen. So it's really making Thomas's life a little easier.
Well,
to just
you're right, Omi, but he's also burnt through his paint reserves to do it.
Oh, you're right.
So
Indeed.
he doesn't have many paintballs left, still with 2 minutes left alive. And once you run, if you're a back guy and you run out of paint, that's going to let Roberts, make his life a little bit easier trying to gunfight against Fedorov. Also, Roberts is fighting left-handed against Fedorov's dominant right hand. I mean, obviously both these guys ambidextrous, but when you talk about Konstantin Fedorov here, this would be a big one if Roberts could shoot out Fedorov out of his spot and win that gunfight.
Nathan finally gets it.
Yeah, finally, and he still has, I think, a couple pods left. So that's going to play things out here in the closing moments of this match. Fedorov is completely shot through his pack.
Jackson still just hammering paint over there across the field. And Bierdnikov.
Not a lot of time left. AC Dallas, a little bit of an advantage. Heat, a little bit of an advantage with Thomas up 1 knuckle here in the snake. Now we're looking at the D side. And there's the 2 bodies left alive over here.
I'd like to see those 2 guys over there try to get something happening, right?
Well, they have a slight advantage. And, I mean, maybe they want it. Maybe they'll take a tie here against Heat.
Oh, they're only fighting 1 gun over there. Oh, wow. Fuzz gets this amazing shot on Fedorov in the corner and takes out Thomas Taylor. There's only going to be PbNation over there alive in the wedge. Nathan's going to run down, dive into the snake. Maybe PbNation gets a shot in on him.
We're looking at Roberts here.
Oh, boy.
So last
Bierdnikov
seconds here.
gets blown away from across the field.
Yeah, is Roberts.
I don't know if Roberts knows that there's no bodies left, but he's got 3 players left alive.
Yeah, they need to
Somebody just has to go blow the horn.
Yeah, they just need to get down to that other flag station and hit that horn, and they're going to take the victory here against Houston Heat. So Roberts waves his players, realizes the field has been cleared. They're going to quickly check each other out, make sure they're clean. Definitely, make sure that that is a clean point for AC Dallas. What a great job by Jackson, Roberts, TJ Danner as they hug each other here, triumphant against Houston Heat. That sends Houston Heat 1-1. And AC Dallas got a smile over here on Omid's face. He comes out of the AC Dallas camp. And that is a huge win for AC Dallas, taking down a heavily favored Houston Heat. AC Dallas is now 2-0 in their division as they took a victory against Trenton TopGun Union, and now a very close one against Houston Heat. Let's check out this replay. You see Fedorov just gets caught. So the legend, Konstantin Fedorov, gets caught on a head check and gives him a little 5. Let him know, hey, man, that was a great shot you just made on me in overtime to take the victory here, and that was the key kill. Because as soon as that happened, boom, runs down Thomas Taylor. They stitch each other up, and so Matt Jackson, beautiful work for him. He had a great day today.
Really, he did. Honestly, that shot on the inside of the snake, we've been talking about that all day. As soon as you lose that wire, it's there, you know?
Well,
you just got to use it.
And Todd, he knew exactly the move to make after he made that shot on Fedorov. He wasted no time to let Thomas react to the situation. And there wasn't a lot of time left anyway.
Yeah, good move right there. Exciting to watch. That was definitely a nail biter.
That was a nail biter.
Especially if you're an AC Dallas fan.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get a tie. I didn't think Fedorov was going to get caught like that on an inside head check. He didn't give him much. Really didn't give him much, man. Got to give the MVP of that overtime point to Matt Jackson from AC Dallas, helping his team take the victory. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I am here with Nathan Roberts. You killed it in the snake. That was a huge win for AC Dallas. They just beat Heat in overtime. Now, that's okay. So going into that last point, it's overtime. You want to beat Heat. I mean, you want to go undefeated on day one. What was running through your mind off that break?
Our thinking for that whole last point was just let's play our game, let's take it to them, let's go far and make the moves that we have to do because they're going to beat us if we sit back, so we got to take it to them. That was our whole thinking there.
Well, it did get down to 60 seconds, and we thought maybe no one would get that point, but you had a clutch move where you ran down the snake and you got some really major kills. What was your thinking at that moment? How did you know that was the time for you to run?
Well, I saw Fuzz right in front of me. I saw we hit the snake corner, so he was gone, and then I saw Fuzz trade with the snake, so I was like, I have the side to myself. So I just took off for it, and I know it was like, we had 30 seconds left, we're going to win if I do this, so I just did it.
I was talking to Thomas Taylor about you guys because I think you surprised a lot of people being able to beat such a top team, and they said it seemed like you really did your homework. You guys knew those bounce shots. Did you practice those bounce shots a lot coming into this weekend?
Oh yeah, every practice we'll go over and we'll try new shots every time. We'll learn a new shot basically every practice off different bunkers into other bunkers, so it's good for us.
Congratulations. AC Dallas wanted that win, and they went undefeated today on day one. Great job. Stay tuned. After the commercials, we'll have the last 4 teams battling it out. It will be Dynasty versus Aftershock and Red Legion versus Damage.